Welcome back, friends. Thanks for being here. Buckle up and subscribe because it's going to be fun. This is what is left of machine number 6. I spent quite a lot of time working on this machine, and at the end, I think it is a goner. And its life will go on, its individual parts will go on to breathe new life and new meaning into other machines in the future as we continue down this journey together. Kind of brings a tear to my eye. What's going on with this machine? When it came to me, this had a CIA chip in it instead of a VIC, so it was missing a VIC. It was missing a SID. I put a twin SID in there. I think it was missing a PLA, and I started doing some work on it. It gets garbled characters on the screen. If you flex the board a little bit or press on the chips in the RAM area over here, you know, where all the meat and potatoes are of the machine, the characters change on the screen a bit. The PLA was in a single wipe socket. I actually desocketed it and soldered it directly to the board. The CIAs were in single wipe sockets, and I took them out, and I was still having the problem. And then I decided to check all the contacts and check all the traces on those guys, and that wasn't the problem. They're not needed to get the dead test cartridge running, so I did not put them in as part of my troubleshooting. I went ahead and resocketed all of the RAM that was on here. The RAM in this board was actually kind of weirdly glued down with flux, and that wasn't good. And so I went ahead and resocketed all of that. I got rid of all of the Moss branded LS74 series logic chips there and put in replacement chips. That didn't solve the problem. I swapped out the timing circuit. That didn't solve the problem. The only thing that I haven't touched on this board are these two chips right here. In the process of doing the work, I found that the mess goes pretty deep. I actually lifted off some traces off of the board. I had to put some bodge wires in place in a couple of spots. A lot of the solder is missing off of the vias. So the question is, when do you call it quits? I guess if I was doing this for profit, I would have called it quits before I got started, because bare board working condition is about $100 on eBay right now. And then I would need to add a VIC chip and a SID. Is that video interface chip? Is that redundant? I don't know. These are about 50 bucks. This is about $45. So you're looking at 200 bucks. And I spent about 2.5, 3 weeks on this. One of the other things that you'll notice about this board is back here you can see that the solder is a little corroded, it's a little mucky. The green solder paint is missing off of the board. So this one, like I said, it's going to give up some of its parts to help other machines along. The VIC will go back into number 5 where I took it out of. The Swin SID will go into another machine. I think I'm still missing a SID. I'm not 100% sure. And this power switch here will go into the machine from earlier that was missing the power switch, and then I'll have a couple of extra parts, and we'll be good to go. So thank you all for playing. A couple of these machines are going to go up on eBay. I'm going to keep one of them for myself, and I'm going to have this for parts, and we'll see what happens in the future. So again, thank you all for going along this journey of the Commodore 64 6-pack, and like, comment, subscribe, do all that wonderful mess with the algorithm type stuff. Big changes are coming up on YouTube, so stay tuned, and thanks again.